Hey everyone, it's Zach here, and thought I would talk to you guys about the good news. And that is, I finally made it to Days. So a while back, there's a bee in here. A while back, in March, they announced that they were going to send 8 of us to Days. And then they changed their minds, and they laid off 8 people. I wasn't in the layoff, I had more seniority than that. But um, that caused a pretty bad chain reaction where people were quitting. So we lost 14 guys in 1 month's time, and the plant manager got a talking to and was told it doesn't matter what he does, but he needs to stop the bleeding because people were just leaving. And so then he said, oh, well, whoever wants to go to Days can go to Days. So I made it. I feel a little cheated, though, because there's people that have been there for like a year that are also going to Days, and I've been there for 7 years. So I feel pretty cheated on that, the fact that I had to wait so long, but it is what it is. I'm happy to still go. Yeah, so the funny thing is, this was my first week to go to Days. And let's see, I was laid off 2 weeks ago for a week, and then now this week I got laid off again for the week. I put in 6 hours on Monday, but we just can't get parts for anything right now, so it seems to be the common issue. But anyways, my new shift is 6 to 2:30 without any overtime. If I have overtime, it'll be 4:30 or 3:30 or 6:30. It's up to whatever we're doing. But today we did a bunch of running around, and I actually just installed my third camera. So I've been slowly getting these. I've had that one and that one installed for a long time, and now I put up this one, which shows more of the backyard. And I like this view because, I don't know. We haven't had any weird occurrences around here, but it works pretty good. I installed a wireless mouse, and I was unsure if it would. I gotta turn it on. There we go. I was unsure if it would work, but it does. And I suppose I'd have to unlock it, but regardless, I can view all old footage, which is pretty cool because it goes back a few months. So I'm actually amazed with I think it's a 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte drive or whatever it is. So I'm pretty amazed with the quality and everything like that. So this last one, I have one more. It's going to go either up here or up there, and it's going to show the front yard to the right side, like the front door area. I don't know if I can get the right view here or not, because I'll show you, these two are stacked right by each other. You can see people driving on the road. Anyways, and then in about half hour here, I'll explain to you what's happening. So I got those two up now. You can barely see them there. The one light kicks on. So I went to turn on the underground sprinklers. I wasn't going to run them, but I decided the grass is looking a little bit parched. It's been a little dry here, so I was going to run them since we have them, make sure they work. The debacle last year was they came out way too late to blow them out. They're really busy, and it snowed really early, so everything froze. And last year, when they came out and blew them out, I came out here, and this whole entire fitting was completely busted. I mean, this thing, I have pictures of it, it was completely popped. So I let them know. I said, that ain't right. Called them up. They had a guy come out, fix it, re-blew them out. But I only seen them blow out the front. I got 8 zones here, so I only seen them blow out the front. So I went to turn it on. For one, this is bowed, whatever, but this is completely, and it was leaking water out of this vacuum breaker. So luckily, in my whole email thread, I have all of it. I have everything from the text messages and what to do, and I followed all their directions, and they messed up. So luckily, I have all that. So I sent an email, and in there he had said, if you have any issues in the spring, call us and we'll fix it. so they can't really get out of it. So they're sending out a person who's going to replace this and this. This here is like 150 bucks. This is probably 10 or 20 bucks. And then they're going to turn on my system and they're going to check all my heads, because I told the lady, I said, I didn't even run it. When I came out here, the water was shooting all the way up into the soffit, and I turned it off right away. So they're going to make sure that all my sprinkler heads work too. And now I have this whole thread of all the crap that they've said and done, so they can't get out of it. But I guess it works out nicely, because I paid $75 to have them winterize my system, and I got that new fitting put on there. I'm going to get that new vacuum pump fixed or replaced, which is another, like I said, they're like 150, 160 bucks. That valve is probably 20 bucks. And if I have any bad sprinkler heads, they'll be fixing those too. But we'll see. We'll see how far it goes, but pretty interesting, that's for sure. Got the lilacs going. Got the garden slowly going. But yeah, I'm on day shift now and getting some stuff squared away, which is nice. But yeah, I have quite a few zones here. If I can get this thing, there we go. I think I got 8 zones, or 7 zones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 zones, which is pretty. I guess that would be maybe a medium system. But I don't know. I got 3 things there, 2 on the side, another one up there. They're all over the place. But not my problem. And luckily, the first time it all happened, I got in touch with a guy named Chad, who I believe is like a manager or something there. And he was so adamant that we'd make it right. And now I have all the threads of all the stuff he said. So it's like, I would never take him to court. It's not worth any time to take most people to court. It's kind of a joke, actually, but you know, at least if I'd considered it, if something like this wasn't going to get resolved, I have a lot of proof, which is really nice. This was all sunken in. I put a whole load of dirt here. I'm getting that filled in, and I'm getting this all leveled. But this makes it easy to drive in and out of here, because it was a pretty big divot, probably 8 inches from the rainwater that comes off. So we got that kind of filled in nicely, and everything else. But that's kind of my big news, is finally made it. It took a long time, but I finally made it today. I'm excited to have family dinners, and the great part of it is in the summertime, we come in at the coldest part of the day, 6 o'clock, and we leave before the warmest part of the day, and you get to acclimatize to it as the day goes on. On nights, you come in at 4 o'clock, so it's just as hot as it can get, and then you work through it for the entire night. So you go from like an air-conditioned house to extreme heat, and it's really a shock to your system. So the good thing is we'll be able to work up to it now, and it should be actually even better as far as the stress on the body goes, which might not sound that crazy, but it's probably, I mean, I gotta wear my leather jacket, a onesie, I got my hood on, my boots on, my 100% cotton pants and shirt on. I mean, it's probably 100 degrees in that shop some days, and then you got all that gear on. I mean, it's actually kind of dangerous when you think about it, but happy that I'll be healthier now, that's for sure. So, alright, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you on the next video.